Unpopular opinions. We all have them. Some of us are afraid to say them out loud. For example, I don't like the movie Moana, or Inside Out actually, for that matter. I think they're absolutely okay and not amazing like everybody else seems to think. I'm very brave. But I'm curious what the internet thinks. I'm curious what all of your unpopular opinions are. So I went on to Twitter, as I do, and tweeted, unpopular opinions only reply to this tweet. Now, the grammar of that sentence sounds a little wrong, and I think some people confused what the point of it was, but here we go. Oh, Daniel, coming out the gate with pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. Is that even an unpopular opinion anymore? That seems to be the majority opinion. Pineapple belonging on pizza seems to be the unpopular one, but thankfully more people are waking up and rising because pineapple is delicious on pizza. How dare you? This whole video is just going to be me judging your unpopular opinions. Sit down, strap in, it's gonna be fun. Pineapple, sweet corn, and ham are the true ultimate pizza toppings. See? We're straight off the bat, we're having a rift. Ross says, Bob Ross streams on Twitch take away views from actual artists and should be moved to a new broadcast TV show section. Pokemon the anime wasn't streamed in the Pokemon section. That's fascinating. I know I'm not saying Bob Ross isn't an actual artist, I mean ones that are there present to communicate. That's a good point, actually. I never thought about it like that. Because when Bob Ross is on Twitch, a lot of people just go to the art section and watch the most popular thing. That's what a lot of people do on Twitch anyway. They just go to whatever game they like and just watch the most popular one that's on. So Bob Ross being there, not actually interacting with chat and it being a rebroadcast of things. Yeah. Maybe they should have a TV show section. I love to eat kiwi sliced with the fuzzy skin on. I like the texture and tartness. This is really weird because when I was younger, we used to always eat kiwis with the fuzzy skin on it. And for the longest time, I thought that that's how you were actually supposed to eat a kiwi. I didn't know that you were supposed to scoop it out and eat the inside. Right now, I don't like kiwis at all because my taste buds changed because I'm an old man now. But I'm very curious how many other people out there love eating it with the skin on. It made me feel different. Made me feel unique, and I love grossing my friends out with it. Cucumbers with mustard are the fucking bomb, and y'all can suck it. Cucumber with mustard? Soko, you said this in the other language video that I did, where I translated your thing from Polish, and I didn't think you were serious. I kinda wanna try it though. I do love cucumbers, and I do really like mustard. Spicy mustard? Little Dijon mustard? White chocolate isn't the best, dark chocolate is. Ooh. How can you say something so brave in the middle of all of this? Aren't you afraid of being attacked online? That's also weird, because I like dark chocolate more the older I got. And I still rate white chocolate's still my favorite, but technically white chocolate isn't even chocolate. It's like butter and milk. Milk chocolate, I'm kind of done with. It's too much. Stop. Go away. No. Stinky. All movies are just really boring to watch. I'd rather do almost anything else than sit down and watch a movie. What? Okay, I'll agree that some movies are boring to watch and some movies go on way longer than they even need to. And I hate when people see a really long movie and they equate that to a good movie. Long movies do not always equal good movies. But I absolutely love watching movies. So much so that I don't have the patience for TV shows half the time. I would much rather watch a movie than a TV show. Because a movie is just a concise one-off thing that you get out of the way and then you get all the story there and then. Whereas TV shows these days are like YouTube videos where it seems like they're padding out their time. Tiger King came out recently and I really believe that that could be 2 episodes shorter. If you want a Tiger King type show that is concise and doesn't overstay its welcome, I recommend you watch The Jinx, because it's amazing. Light mode is better than dark mode. Oh, this I cannot let happen. Okay, I have light mode in a couple of things, but it's only because I don't use them that often. But anything that I use very often, like Twitter, it has to be dark mode. Light mode blinds my eyes. Tomatoes ruin burgers. I can see that. I like tomatoes, but every now and then I'm eating a burger, and not only does, it's not the taste that ruins it, but I bite into it and then the tomato just fucking slides out. Stupid, slimy bastards. I liked it better when you grew your hair out. This is a weird one because when I did grow my hair out and had the man bun, so many people online hated it. And it was so bizarre to see because first of all, it's my hair and it literally does not affect your life in the least bit whatsoever. But so many people had opinions on it and got very, very entrenched in their opinions on it, saying, you look homeless, you look disgusting, you should shave your head. It was very interesting to watch. But now that my hair's been short for a while, and I said that I'm gonna grow my hair back out again because it's quarantine, why not? Perfect time. Then a ton of people were like, yes, please, it was my favorite look. I don't know what's going on. What is the unpopular opinion here? And who cares? People who like mint chocolate are not valid. Oh my god. I love mint flavored anything. Mint chocolate, mint. What are the mint flavored things are there? Mint chocolate is so good. I don't know what it is about it. I love it so much. Can't agree with that one. Rare steak sucks. Ooh. Okay, I don't eat my steaks rare. I don't take it off the cow. I don't just go out and chop it off and start chewing on them. But I had the exact same mentality a while back because I thought, ew. Medium rare steak sounds disgusting because it's just not cooked in the middle, it's just warm. And then I actually had medium rare steak and it was so delicious, and I can't eat steak any other way since then. But I can see why some people would not like it. There it is. Moana was a good film, you're just mean. Oh, whatever. I like the older Disney movies. I'm gonna be that guy where they actually took risks and chances. Moana is a gorgeous movie, I'll give it that. The art style is really nice, but my god is the story so fucking boring. And the exact same thing we've seen 1,000 times from them. I miss Disney when it was like Hunchback of Notre Dame, where they dealt with like racism and disfigurement and religion versus your sexuality and all that kind of stuff. Like, they had some balls, not some girl trying to find herself on a boat with a chicken that didn't need to be there, but he's there for comic relief. Haha. It's okay to disagree with those that you look up to, such as celebs, YouTubers, etc. You don't have to love and agree with every little thing they do. It doesn't make you any less of a fan just because you disagree. Well said. There's a difference between being a fan of someone and being a stan of someone. I think the stans are the issue because they'll just plug their ears and say la la la, not listening. Whereas a fan will actually respect your boundaries, a fan will listen to you, and a fan doesn't always agree with everything you do. And also will not drop you at any sign of something you did wrong. A fan will always allow you to like learn and grow. But it's the stans who are the ones who are like, it's all in or all out. It's one or the other. It's in these extreme polar opposites. But yes, even with your friends, even with anybody in your life, it's perfectly okay to disagree with someone. Even have a massive argument with somebody over something that they believe in. But you're still allowed to be friends with them. You're still allowed to be a fan of somebody. It's all about opening up your mind and broadening your horizons. It comes at age and experience where you realize the world is not all black and white. I've been sleeping with socks on during quarantine and I like it. Oh, Cassie. Oh, why? My feet will literally burn off my body if I put socks on at nighttime. I don't want it. Crunchy peanut butter is way better than creamy. I agree with this one. I love a good crunch in the middle of my sandwich. Vanilla is better than chocolate. I also agree with this one because chocolate flavored stuff is just so heavy. Anything that has so much chocolate in it is just like, I eat one bite and then I'm like, ugh, I'm done. I'm 30, I can't process this anymore. Friends isn't a good TV show. I think now when people watch Friends, yeah, it's very, very cringy. And I'd agree by modern standards, it's not the best. It was just at the time when it came out in the 90s and growing up with it, I think a lot of people have nostalgia for it, myself included. I love it. But there's definitely some moments in it where I'm looking back at it now like, huh. That's not that funny. But it spawned so many of these other TV shows like Big Bang Theory and How I Met Your Mother. Like all of those, and Friends and Seinfeld kind of came up at the same time. So a lot of shows kind of emulate them later on. Game of Thrones Season 8 would have been much more accepted if social media didn't fuel a certain perception of it. Huh. Now that's an interesting one. I still think people would be very critical of it, but the amount of hatred it got was definitely fueled by social media. Because I think if social media didn't exist, you would have just said like, I didn't really like it. It didn't really make that much sense to me as a fan of the show to your friends. And that would kind of been the end of it. But everyone who didn't like it then felt special because it was like the thing to do. So it definitely fueled it. It's kind of the same with the Star Wars stuff. John Boyega said that something that I had never thought about was that this is the first trilogy of Star Wars movies that has been made with social media in the background. And that definitely fueled people's perceptions of it. I still don't like the movies and I still think I wouldn't like them regardless of social media. And the same with the last season of Game of Thrones, but social media is definitely a fuel for a lot of these fires where dissenting opinions makes people feel special and pushes it even further. I mean, it's the whole cancel culture thing that you kind of just want to feel like you're part of something, so you jump in, and a lot of people who are shitting on things half the time don't even know why they're doing it. It's just because everybody else is doing it. That's not to say that there's not valid criticisms of Game of Thrones or Star Wars. There definitely is, but I get your point and I agree with it. Spaghetti is better when it's just warm and not hot. I like that for almost all food. Any food, any sort of beverage that's supposed to be really hot, I prefer it at a temperature where I can just guzzle it down or shove that food into my mouth. If I have to wait around and cool down my food, I get annoyed and bored. I'm not hungry anymore. I just throw my food on the ground and storm out. You aren't the greatest gamer. I feel dirty saying that. I said unpopular opinions, not wrong opinions. Coffee smells bad? Oh my god. I didn't think that I would have so much rage recording this video. Are you kidding me? I get not liking the taste of coffee because it's a bit too acidic for some people, a little too bitter. But the smell is so good. I could literally just smell coffee all day. Oh, Animal Crossing isn't that great. Oh, that's going to get you in a lot of trouble. Damn. I will say that I never got the sort of vibe for Animal Crossing before the new one came out. And I do really, really like it, but my god, does it have some really old ass mechanics in it that should really be changed in 2020. There's a lot of like slowdown. There's so many menus. I talked about it in the meme time where it's like, you really only put in one line for every fish I catch? Every different fish only has one line each? Why even let me see the same line again? Just pick up the fish. If it's a new one, let me grab it and go like, yes, this, then say the line, and then every time after that, just grab it and put it in your bag. I don't need to see that it's a C, better than a C+ every single fucking time. The dress is blue and black. Oh my god. What year is it? When did that happen? Was that 2014 or 2015? I always saw it as blue and black. I don't know where the people with white and gold even got those colors. Jack is better now than 2017. That's a bold opinion to have right now. I don't even have green hair anymore. Are you sure you're willing to throw that opinion down? What a hot take. Also, thank you. The Office isn't that good of a show? Okay. I get the Friends one, but The Office is legendary up until like season 7. Everything after season 7, everything after Michael leaves is not great. And every time I watch the show, I kind of just, or every time I rewatch the show, I just stop after Michael leaves and I'm like, that's it. It's done. Giving someone money and posting all over the internet about it isn't generosity, it's a publicity stunt. Mac and cheese with ketchup is good and nobody can tell me otherwise. Animal Crossing isn't actually fun, it's just addicting because it gives us a false sense of accomplishment whenever we complete a task. Megamind deserves the attention that Despicable Me got. FNAF should have stopped at 3. The story got real complicated after that and lost its some of the charm. Netflix is better with the subtitles always on. Fortnite is good, the fan base isn't. Jojo is bad. Shari is the best villager. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave this here. There were certainly a lot of very differing opinions in the replies to that. It was very interesting to see. So many of them, I'd say about 40% of all of them were talking about pineapple on pizza, or pizza toppings in general, which makes me think that maybe they're not that unpopular at all. But what I will say, as much as I was quote unquote judging the opinions in this, it's all jokes. Because opinions are just that. It doesn't matter if they're unpopular, it doesn't matter if they're popular. An opinion is opinion. It's just how one person thinks about one thing, and you don't have to agree with it or disagree with it one way or the other. Just live your life and have your own opinions. That's fine. Something I really hate seeing online all the time is when somebody posts something that they're into and everybody else feels like they have an obligation to jump at it and tear it down, or if somebody doesn't like something, the opposite happens. Like, just live your lives. Be happy. There's more to worry about in the world than what somebody else likes in their life. But I thought it'd be a fun video to make because I was curious to see what your unpopular opinions would be. And I'll leave you with this one final one from myself. I like when my toast cools down and I can spread the butter on it cold. Thank you. Just dropping a bombshell and leaving like that.